Anyway, I drove here, so we're going. So now, this snow all happened. Woo! Within the last 5 hours. Yesterday there was no snow on the ground whatsoever. Okay, this gives you some. Let's see if I can get the sign in here. I think I got the sign in. Basically what we're doing, we're right here. And what we're gonna do is this right here, this little loop right here around this lake, which I believe is right out here in front of us. Just because, god dang it, I drove, like I said, 50 miles. I'm gonna catch my breath. I was getting everything ready and trying to hurry and get all my gloves and everything on because it's cold. Right now, the real feel with the wind and everything is 8 degrees. And the wind is blowing 20 miles an hour to 28 miles an hour. It's at my back right now, so you can hear me. But I've hiked here lots of times. In fact, last year, in the spring of this spring of this year, actually, I went that way, right there, and hiked all down through there. It's really nice hiking through here. This is Maplewood State Park. It's in Minnesota. We have a lot of really cool state parks, but we have so many cool state parks that I buy an annual state park pass, which gets me into all of them just because that's what I like to do. But let's try and see how far I get before these glasses completely fog up. We'll go this way. Oh wait, my bad. We'll take it good and slow. I mean, it's cold, but I figure if we get over here and get in some valleys and some wooded areas, maybe we'll do okay. I don't know. There we go. Yeah, up until 7 o'clock this morning, there was no snow on the ground whatsoever. Just started snowing this morning. And my whole drive here was a mix of freezing rain and this little bit of snow. It is cold out though. Let me tell you. Like, holy cow, cold. I came here with every intention of riding a mountain bike today. But that's alright. Plenty of time coming. I almost quit work early yesterday to go hike somewhere, but by the time I really thought about doing it, I would have only had 2.5 to 3 hours to get somewhere, hike, and get out of the woods before dark. But still could have. So that's kind of a lame excuse, but and maybe should have. And it was definitely a lot warmer. And no wind whatsoever. Probably should have ice cleats on. The snow is frozen over from all the rain and ice mix. Trying to stay where I can get some footing. Trekking poles really help in this kind of weather. They help make you stable before you even put your feet down. Trying to give you all the views that I'm seeing. Keep forgetting that my head turns and you don't. I try to head cam, but my complaint is the same as everyone else's. After a while, you just keep messing with them to get them to fit right, and they keep sliding around, and they're more hassle than they're worth. The type you put on yourself. If there was a way to stitch it into a hat or something. But even then, you gotta make sure it fits in such a way that you never have to mess with it. And that's hard. That's why I like the chest mounts. Just put them on and go. It's click on your stabilizer. Looks a whole lot different around here in the wintertime, that's for sure. I've hiked a lot of trails in this park. Sometimes you gotta stop and turn around and look around. I don't see myself freezing to death, so we can take our time and really look around at stuff. Yeah, let's go down here. I am literally the only one in the park today. I stopped at the office because I thought if they had the next year's coming park pass, I'd pick it up while I was here, but it wasn't even open at all, so that was out. But as I was driving around, I did see Forest Service, State Park Service in here in their pickup truck, but that's just a working crew. I don't have anything to do with the office. This is steeper than it looked, so I'm kind of taking my time here. This trail goes all the way around by looks. We're gonna follow it. Whoa, baby. This is... yeah, that was steeper than it looked. Okay. I see a trail over there. I'm sure you can see it too. It's a pretty distinct white line going right halfway across that ridge over there. And I'm pretty sure this trail right here is what makes it. And if not, we'll turn around and come back. This gets us out of the wind. There's a really nice oak trees up in here. One obstacle so far. I think we can handle this one. Oh, you really want to challenge us today. I'll tell you, this is what makes hiking poles so convenient. They act like your leg's on the other side already. So, getting through obstacles like that was like a spider, just crawling right through. We are definitely the first one on this trail for the day. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Hopefully you're seeing that the same way I am. That's neat. And the moonlight, that would light right up. I just heard voices, but that's a good view. I'm glad it made me look this way. Here we are missing it. But I'm just speed deming along. That's nice. Even the view back is cool. Nothing but oak trees. Very cool. It's not that steep of a ridge, but I'm glad we're going alongside it and not up it. So many deer have used this trail that to knock that log down by dragging their feet over it so many times. Just tore the top of it apart by stepping on it and dragging their hooves over it. And people, of course, too. Wow. A little bit of dead standing stuff tangled in there, but still kind of neat. Be a cool place to have a cabin. So, this would be your view. How'd you like to wake up and look out there every day? Especially in the fall. That'd be so cool. Eagles would land right here in this tree. This dead tree right here in front of us. Eagles and osprey. Getting all the fish. And all these trees right here on the edge. That'd be cool. And a deer walking right here. And if you're not a greedy fucker, all you really need is just a one-room cabin, you know? Figure out a way to keep warm. And you can live out here with nature. Well, you couldn't do it here. It's a state park. But well, maybe this is a deer trail, because it just spins right up and almost nothing here. Jeez. I can see where it goes over there on the other side, but I don't know. I'm almost certain humans didn't make that trail. I'm glad it's frozen. Jeez. We gotta get up through here. Deer trail we're on all that time. Look at that thumb. There's no way that a human would do all this at the end of the trail. This would be all underwater normally because that's swamp. But you can see over there where we just came from. Unless I missed something over there, which could be. But you can see where this goes right up through here. Pretty easily. Oh. I did just see two people walking while I was down there. Getting my bearings and trying to figure out why all of a sudden the trail ended. Two people were walking this trail right up here. So we're not the only ones out here anymore. Oh, that was a cool adventure. Maybe a little shorter than I thought it was going to be. That's alright. We need a trail marker. I think that's what the people are looking at right now. Yeah. Okay. That was quite cool. Taking that little deer trail jaunt. Let's see here. Alright. Yeah. We just did a little bit of a alternative trail, but okay, let's continue on right around the lake. It's looking good. Alright, it's getting a little windy. Oh crap, you know what? I hate to say this, but my headset came off. And there's no way I'm leaving that behind. So we're backtracking. Yeah. Sorry about this, but I just went to put my goggles on and they're gone. So we're going back to find those. No doubt about it. Hopefully they're not that far. A little steep right there, though. Yeah, I'm almost positive now. This is the same. It's got the same blue marker. Looks like it's heading the same way. Well, leave it to me to wander off. That's what I get. Yeah, so right now, I'm almost a little overdressed because I'm out of the direct wind and I'm really only in the 30-degree temperature. So I'm dressed for that. Plenty warm enough for that, just the way I'm dressed. You start hiking these hills, yeah, suddenly you can handle a lot more. These buildings are for the park, but you put any building in a woodlot and it just looks cool. Just a given. That was quite a little jaunt we just come up right there. Snaked up along that, drop back down in, and then come up right here. Down there's where the wind's blowing. Whew. All right. Funny how the days of the week work against us in relation to the weather. I mean, you know, Monday through Friday, pretty decent outside. Saturday comes along and 28-mile-an-hour wind, 30-degree temperature. Overcast, good percentage of moisture, rain or snow, if not both. That's Saturday. But you know what? I knew that coming into it, and I came here anyway. You know why? Because it's Saturday. Whew. Yeah, buddy. So basically what we did is took a shortcut when we come to that deer trail. I think maybe human, but when I got to the end, it just kind of turned ugly and it just kind of scattered and come up over here somehow or another. But maybe we'll see it more in direct when we get down here, how it's actually supposed to come into this trail. But to me, it looks like a deer trail that people used as a cutover trail, knowing that they were going to bump into this. So that's what I think. Nice view there, that lake. Also, I should say, I'm going to take a break here for a second and take this glove off. There. Okay, I think I got it. Nothing worse than a hair in your mouth. Especially when you have animals, because you don't even really know where it came from. And boy, do we have animals. Okay. The wind is coming right into my face now. I'll get it together here. Just had to get my glasses on. Yeah, this is where we come up out of there before. Right in here somewhere. Saturday in the park and nobody around. Kind of puts a grin on my face, you know. Just think of all the people that, even just the people that want to do this, that are home right now saying, oh man, it wasn't cold and snowy, just icky outside. I'd go hiking or something. And none of those people are out here right now. Just those people alone. Let alone the people that would never come out here in this weather, but wouldn't mind hiking now and then. Yeah. Like I said, I came out here. I brought the mountain bike. I planned on riding 11-mile mountain bike trail they have here today. That was my plan. And then on the way here, it started snowing, wind blowing. So, yeah, that changed my mind. Okay. Yes, sir. We're on the right path here. Onward we go. One of the nice things about revisiting a state park that's close by your area, a few times at least, is your comfort level and the hiking trails. This place alone is got them labeled so well that all you gotta know is how to read "You are here." And you'll pretty much get yourself out of here, but not a lot of parks do that. And this one, pretty much every intersection, there's some type of marker. And if you know how to read trail markers, the A, B's, and C's, and 1, 2s, and 3s, and the color codes, that's the reason why you stop at the office. You pick up a trail map and you glance at it and you learn what all those signs with the different colors mean, and just by at a glance you'll see one of them trail markers and know, oh, I'm on the east side of the park. Holy shit, how'd I get over here? And that's because it's blue, you know, and vice versa. What? A red trail marker? How'd I get over here? You know, same thing. So right away, just by a quick glance, it gives you a general idea where you're at. And then, of course, the letters and numbers go mean even more. So just learn how to read the state trail map for the park alone is a must if you plan on doing any trail hiking or mountain bikes, horseback riding. It's good for everybody because you learn where you're supposed to be without that might have been the wind, but it sounded like something ran off. But anyway, yeah, you learn where you're supposed to be without, you know, getting into trails that are designated for, you know, a four-wheeler or an ATV. You know, those guys, you don't want to be in their way. You know, and I'm not saying they're mean, I'm just saying you just don't want to be in their way. They don't expect people out there hiking in the middle of a trail that's made for them. And yeah, you probably will hear about it. If they gotta slow down just to get around you. This particular park, I don't believe has ATVs allowed on any of the trails here, and I don't believe there's trails here for them. I could be wrong. There are horse trails here, so I could very well be wrong. I don't know. It's not that big of a park. You know, majority of the land mass is covered by water here. So the amount of land that's available for hiking and such, you know, isn't as grand as what the lake takes up. A lot of hills here. A lot of up and down. A lot of great hiking. Oh, yeah. I almost got to backtrack a little bit to get that view. I could take a breather. I should have checked it out. Whew. That was fun. Coming up that. Not steep, but steady. That was a good trail. I don't mind so much that, you know, and we're not even done climbing. You can see I still got a ways to go yet. But yeah. Perfect day for a hike. I know I can slow it down, and because I'm overdressed and didn't sweat coming up that hill, I can slow it down and stay warm going across this wide open here and conserve our heat. I like that. And here comes the wind as soon as I said it. That's the main thing that I'm protected from, is the wind. You know, once I realized, and that's really going to be the only thing that is going to make me struggle, is the wind itself. I got out my windbreaker, and that's all it is. It's just a really good, thick, quality windbreaker. It's not insulated at all. I bought it for mountain biking, and it's such good quality that it even works really good in a light to medium rain. I mean, eventually it's going to wet through because it's just nylon. But yeah, it's freaking awesome wind coat. I bought it years ago when I first started mountain biking. When it gets windy or you're pedaling against a cold wind, you put that on. Oh man, your core gets so warm so quick. It just blocks the wind from hitting your body instantly. But anyway, I got a long sleeve underwear, you know, Under Armour type winter underwear. I got a shirt and water resistant thick Carhartt hoodie. There's a lot of places that make them. I like Carhartt just because they seem to last a long time. They last so long that they fade before they wear out. And I like that. Yeah. Non-stop. Constant climb. That's why I sound like I'm dying as I'm talking here. Luckily the wind, we're still below the tree line. The wind's coming from that direction. And luckily, that's not hitting us at all yet. kind of glad we picked this trail. Okay, so after the hooded sweatshirt, then I have on that windbreaker just to maintain my body heat. Acts like an insulator. Keeps everything from there in. And then I have on like a brown denim Levi coat over that for extra warmth. And right now, even walking this slow, keeping my core that warm, my whole body's warm. Of course, well, my pants are basically the same thing as what my sweatshirt's made out of. They're water resistant, outdoor, heavy, thick, insulated sweatpants. And then I have heavy wool socks, like 90% wool at least. And my Rocky Bear Claw. So I'm pretty warm. You know, I stopped because I thought I heard something. And now I just thought I heard something again. I like oak trees. Oak trees hold a lot of animals. Deer, squirrels, turkeys. Anything that'll gnaw on a nut. Or the scrappings of other things that gnaw on nuts. Like a lot of birds. You'll see them in here. Pheasants. They'll browse around. Look for half chewed up nuts they can peck at. Kind of cool. You can see like we're up high enough to see the lake through the trees. This is a really nice park. There's no doubt about it. I like coming here. It gets really busy in the summer. There's no doubt. I mean, why wouldn't it? But everything is spread out good. All the campsites, even though there's not a million of them in here, all the campsites are spread out enough where no matter what one you get, you're going to have decent enough room where, you know, as long as you're not a screamer, you know, you won't hear nobody and nobody will hear you as long as you have a normal conversation with people. You'd have to raise your voice to say hi to your neighbor. Let's put it that way. You know, in most cases around here. Especially if you get off into the boondock sites. I mean, you get into the campsite where, you know, you bring your camper and your kids and your dog and all that. Actually, I don't know if you can have a dog here, but anyway, you're pulled behind. Even that campsite, you're not really on top of one another. It's spread out enough where you feel comfortable. You can put out lawn chairs and all that and have a cookout. It would be alright. Here we go. We're coming up on another intersection. This one, I think, is road for a little while. Until we get past the lake anyway. Oh, at least you can't feel it. You might be able to hear it, but you can't feel it. Whew. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, we are in for a wide open cold one now. I had to protect my face there for a little bit. That wind was something. Like I said, at least you could just hear it. I have to feel it. Woo. So that was what all the hands in front of the camera was all about. Put my hood on. Put my glasses on tighter. Yeah, that was crazy. We're almost around it. I think that's a trail right here. And then it cuts off of that somewhere. It's still snowing now and then. I see flurries. I don't think it ever really stopped. Whew. Yeah. We've come almost all the way around. We're getting close. Wow. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. I wanted to go a little bit quicker where it was windy just to get through it. Now we can slow it down a little here. I'm going to take in the views. Because it is pretty cool over here. A lot of birds of prey land in all these trees around the edges. They'll fish in this thing all day long. Eagles, osprey, even the little ones. The little gold beaks or goldfinch or whatever they're called. Golden leg, something. Look like a little sandpiper. Yeah. A lot of bird prey right through here. And this whole park, really. I mean, there's little waterways just like this that have frogs in them. Catfish, bass that got hung up on floods. Yeah. There's wildlife galore in this park, actually. If it was a calm day, we'd be seeing something, I'm sure. But, whew. Oh yeah, by the way, I found these, you know where? In my hoodie. I did take them off. Because, yeah, that's the way I roll. I don't remember taking them off, but that's how it is. It's a lot easier to breathe without a full face mask on. Whew, I had to roll that up. It's made out of fleece, but it's double thick. Because I buy all my clothes I buy are for extreme cold hunting. It's actually camouflage on one side and hunter orange on the other, reversible. The only thing cut out on it is just where your eyes go. And yeah, being double thick fleece, it resists cold. And that's what I decided to wear today. All right. Looks like a really cool old country road, don't it? I could just want to hike down there and go up the long driveway to Grandma's house and get some apple cobbler right out of the oven. Yeah. Let me give you a little bit of tutorial what I'm talking about. See this right here, this letter A, and it's red. See what that's pointing to? That letter A, and it's red. This whole side of the map is red. This whole side of the map is blue. So if that was blue and you were expecting to be on red and it was A, you'd be over here somewhere, you know, way off whack. So that's how you read these. So like, okay, so I'm at A and I want to get to here. Unfortunately, it's not a number, but say I wanted to go to B. So I know I'd have to take a right here, and I can get to B. Pretty simple. But nowadays, all you gotta do is take a picture of these park signs, and just look at your phone as you're hiking and pay attention, and you'll learn how to read a map in no time. Some parks are so small, they don't even have a welcome sign. So, this, like I said, this park is an exception because it's got every intersection on the trails is marked. Every important intersection. Let's put it that way. There may be some that cross. Of course, they just cross real quick, you know. But most times, even then, they at least got the post with the letter and the color. So you know if you cross, you're still going to be on red A. Like I said, it takes no time at all to stop at the office on the way in. Get yourself a map and a brochure about what goes on in the park. What time is the best times to do this and that and the other thing, because you don't want to be out here on a day when there's scheduled horse tours, horseback riding tours, where there's going to be 20, 30 horses out here, you know, just riding around. Because some of the horse trails are also the hiking trails, like this one. This is a horse trail hiking trail. That's why it's so wide. But you come here on a day when there's 25, 30 horses riding it by noon, there's going to be a lot of horse shit on this trail. And you may or may not like that. Where I don't care. You know, draws flies a little bit, but you know, if you smell worse than fly or horse shit, then you're the one with the problem, not the horse shit. So once you walk through it, them flies don't want anything to do with you. And if you happen to step in it, well, I can't say anything about that other than pay attention. I've done it. I've come out here in the late spring when everything's blooming and the horses want to get out here and stretch from the long winter. Damn right. My head's up, I'm paying attention where I'm going, and squish. But I'm the type of person that doesn't care. It is what it is. Well, there's the van. We made it all the way around. That's what they call the sugar shack. You'll see that more here in a little bit when I get up around this corner and get off the trail. But that was a pretty good little loop. Good way to stretch the legs. Well, like I said, I planned on doing a little mountain bike riding, but it is what it is. We got to walk all the way around that. Come up from there. Pretty good day.